Hello and welcome to the daily newscast within the United Countries special by First Ukraine. You can find us on the frequencies available on our website, firstua.com. I'm Victoria Zabiyan and thank you for joining us. Independence March on Independence Day yesterday in the capital of Ukraine, in the very heart of Kyiv, Ukrainian soldiers of land, air and navy forces marched along Khreshchatyk Street. Parade was seen by hundreds of citizens and state authority. More details about birthday of our state in the following story.
The beginning of March of Independence starts in about an hour, and tribunes on both sides of the capital's Independence Square are overpacked with people. Svetlana from Kyiv is at the forefront. She said that for 24th anniversary of independence of Ukraine, she most of all wishes for peace. I wish that the war, which still goes on the east of Ukraine, ended forever, that the enemy stopped treating our land, and I believe that everything will be fine. For example, I am proud of our soldiers, our army, which wasn't before. Now it is very pleasant, and it blows with pride of our men, boys, sons, who are on the east now. It is a day when every Ukrainian, as me, understands that we won't be under someone's authority. We are free, we are a strong country, free and invincible. Next, a moment of silence, honoring those who died in the struggle for the independence of Ukraine in the already independent Ukraine. There are more than 2,000. Despite the declared 24 years ago independence, Ukraine doesn't stop to fight for it. And in this struggle, President says, slightest misstep can be fatal. Therefore, it requires to combine defensive efforts, diplomatic talent, political responsibility and iron patience. Petro Poroshenko recollected the Ilovaisk mousetrap, tragic anniversary of which almost coincided with Independence Day. Then there were killed 399 soldiers. We will increase spending on the armed forces, increase allowance of military servicemen, and strengthen the contract-based component of Ukrainian armed forces. Next, across Khreshchatyk walked representatives of all the families of Ukrainian troops. Behind them, 80 participants. There wasn't any military equipment. It was now at the forefront. No parade uniform was either. The participants of the march were in combat uniform. An attitude towards the Ukrainian army people who came to watch the march expressed in that way. Irina Vinogradova, Vadim Timofeyev, Olga Tkachenko, First Ukraine.
In the city of Khmelnytsky on Independence Day, young Ukrainians got their passports. Every year, exactly on this day, best students get the main document of Ukrainian citizen. Yesterday, they were 12.
I am happy that I am among the 12 of the best students of Khmelnytsky, and only I had the passport on such important day. Having the passport, I can vote at the election without problems.
Near 300 of Lviv citizens celebrated 24th Independence Day with march in embroidered national clothes vyshyvanka. Citizens wore national clothes on different styles and ornaments and new shirts. People of different age joined the march. The youngest is only several weeks old and the oldest is 80 years old. All these people wanted to honor the holiday of Ukrainian independence and to underline the beauty and unique character of Ukrainian national style.
I believe in people, in that Ukraine will be succeeded in all the best, and in our victory that Ukraine will be powerful and nice super country. I believe in it. This holiday is Ukraine, the symbol of our prosperity and our pride.
On the eve, 3 children were blown up by the landmine in the Donetsk region. They are severely injured. One of these boys is in hospital now. Local doctors fighted for his life together with military surgeons. They said that it was necessary to amputate both legs and hands. The second boy is in Mariupol with fragmentation wounds. The third boy is in Dnipropetrovsk, and doctors are trying to save his eyes.
He has mine explosive damage, shrapnel wounds, open fracture of the left shin. He has penetrating wound of the left eye, left hand injury, contused lung. Yesterday he was operated on. Shots were removed from the eye and the facial skull. His condition is stable but heavy. He is on artificial ventilation of lungs.
Let me recall that on Monday, 4 children found a unknown object and started to play with it. But then there was an explosion. Locals said that there is a military range not far from the village. Police and military men are investigating following this accident. Press officer of M sector told our channel that after this tragedy, accountancy of ammunition is provided on this range.
It couldn't be taken from the territory. These are all assumptions that boys could have entered our proving ground and have taken it. You see, it's possible that it was not children, but some metal seekers, because in the settlement not everyone lives well. There is a certain layer of people that faces social difficulties. That's why it's possible that it was not children, but grown-ups who get anything, and children found it.
Yaroslav Cheporny also reported about the attacks of terrorists on settlements not far from Mariupol. In the night, they used gun mounts and mortars. As a result, there are several dead and injured people, spokesperson of Presidential Administration on ATO issues Alexander Matuzyanek says.
It happened today at night, nearly at 0:30 a.m. The enemy started to shell our positions located near Mariupol. According to our information, 2 people were killed, 3 were wounded.
In Lugansk region, terrorists attacked positions of Ukrainian army with mortars in Chester settlement. Luhansk, Troitsk, Mayor, Sanzharivka settlements were fired upon with guns, but according to ATO spokesperson, terrorists decreased the number of provocations. Anyway, they still use heavy artillery.
At 21 o'clock, illegal armed groups attacked our key point in Opetny with tank, anti-aircraft weapon and small arms. Moreover, terrorists continue to perform their treacherous tactics of escalation of conflict at Donbas region. And from 1830 till 1906, they shelled the civil buildings in Krasnogorivka village with mortars. And from 20 to 20, they attacked the peaceful districts of Avdiivka with artillery.
Because of the shell fire of Avdiivka, all cities without electricity now. It was written by locals in social networks. And in Chermalik village, 63-year-old man was wounded. It was reported by main police department in Donetsk region. According to information of law enforcement representatives, shell fire was from occupied territories. In Horlivka, which is under the control of terrorists during the night attacks, 1 person died and 5 were wounded. Central streets of the city were under fire. 2 schools are damaged, and in the yard of stadium, holes from shells. Occupation authorities stated the city was fired upon by Ukrainian soldiers. Minsk agreements have to be executed and normal format should be permanent. It was stated by Angela Merkel, Petro Poroshenko and François Hollande after their meeting in Berlin. It was 3-side negotiations including Ukraine, Germany and France. Russian president joined by phone. Next meeting will happen in September. Chancellor of Germany said that ceasefire in Donbass is violated and OSCE mission cannot work.
Minsk process based on the peaceful plan is totally universal tool. The Minsk is the immediate ceasefire. The Minsk is the withdrawal of heavy armor and artillery. The Minsk is the immediate release of hostages. We clearly declare that today, unfortunately, the Russian Federation and terrorists supported by it constitute the single threat to restoration of peace and stability in the region.
The discussion of the Minsk agreements is conducted in different formats. So the President of France and I visited Moscow. During the latest weeks, we had comprehensive telephone talks on the normal format. Today, we carried out the territorial meeting about Ukrainian perspectives. We want to involve Russia, give it the possibility to take part in our negotiations so that Russia could hear us and finally follow its good sense.
Petro Poroshenko visited the hospital in Berlin when 13 Ukrainian military men are being under medical treatment in Germany. He brought the national flag with the names of soldiers. President has announced that Germany was agreed to take more of the Ukrainian military men for their rehabilitation.
Thanks for treatment. Great thank you to the German doctors. Great thank you to Field Hospital in Chervonoarmeysk.
Because of the gale warning in Kerch, ferry line works slowly. Near 500,000 of cars and trucks gathered there. Long-distance trackers organized the protest action at the railway station. Drivers are waiting for ferry for 5 days. On the way to railway station, they were stopped by police patrol. Later, representatives of self-proclaimed authority came and listened complaints of drivers who said that they cannot work because of the absence of shower, banks and high prices.
We want people and government that sits here to realize that if we don't go here, there won't be any products, nothing will be here. Water costs 80 rubles, 1.5 liters. About food, there are no words, 350 rubles.
The congratulations of Ukrainian ambassadors concerning the Independence Days being more popular. The 10,000 of followers have seen the video for today. The movie on the Ukrainian anthem was prepared by EU Radio of Ukraine. The foreign ambassadors from Great Britain, Spain, Canada, Netherlands, Denmark and the representatives of EU took part in the project. Everybody had the one line of the anthem.
Душу й тіло ми положим за нашу свободу і покажем, що ми браття козацького роду.
It was the United Country Newscast by First Ukraine. You can find more details at our website, firstua.com. Victoria Zabiyan was working for you in the studio. Wish you only good news. Take care and goodbye.